show no surge when schools open. The red line is where the schools opened. There is data from Austria, Belgium, Denmark, France.
Although we do have a number of parts of the country that are doing well, I'm very concerned about what's going on right now, particularly in the 4 states that are accounting for about 50% of the new infections, but the other vulnerable states. So I'd have to say the numbers speak for themselves. I'm very concerned, and I'm not satisfied with what's going on because we're going in the wrong direction if you look at the curves of the new cases. So we've really got to do something about that, and we need to do it quickly. Short answer to your question is that clearly we are not in total control right now.
When a person has signs or symptoms of COVID-19 or recently had
that if you look at what's going on and just look at some of the film clips that you've seen of people congregating, often without masks, of being in crowds and jumping over and avoiding and not paying attention to the guidelines that we very carefully put out, we're going to continue to be in a lot of trouble, and there's going to be a lot of hurt if that does not stop.
COVID-19, who pays for the testing at other times. I believe Congress will need to take action
at risk. We are now having 40,000+ new cases a day. I would not be surprised if we go up to 100,000 a day if this does not turn around, and so I am very concerned.
Perhaps it should make an arrangement with the state to pay for that. Or perhaps Congress needs...
Can you make any kind of estimate on what we're looking at overall on the number of deaths before this is over? You made an estimate back in March between 100,000 and 200,000, but we have a lot more information now, and we're already at 126,000 deaths.
Right. I can't make a estimation because that would have to be modeled out, because when models are done, and that's where those original numbers came from, Senator, as I've said very often, models are as good as the assumptions that you put into the model, and those assumptions often change depending upon what your response is. So I would really be hesitant to give a number that will come back and either be contradicted or overblown or underblown. But I think it's important to tell you and the American public that I'm very concerned because it could get very bad.